Okay, what is good, guys? Just got another backtesting session today, and we're going to be backtesting the 10 AM power of 3 like we usually do. So let's just get straight into it. Won't keep you guys waiting any longer. And wow, a lot of executions on the daily. That's funny. So obviously skipping up to Tuesday as per usual. And from what I can see here, we have a new week opening gap, which will be the draw for today, even though we're in a massive downtrend on the daily. But you can see we tapped into this daily gap, and AS didn't actually have a daily gap to tap into. It actually inversed the daily gap, but new week opening gaps are very good draws on liquidity. So this is probably just going to be a free continuation model up to here. And as you can see on the 4 hour, we are respecting this 4 hour gap, but I'm going to disregard that because, as you can see, 1 hour gap respected there and another hourly gap respected there. Can this delete or no? Okay. So, perfect. Let me just go on full screen quickly. So, yeah, and we're in this, we just respected this 15. So, pretty clear trade today, or pretty clear bias, I mean, not a clear trade just yet. Probably could just take this inversion up right now, but obviously this is a 10 AM power 3 backtesting session, so I'll try find those setups. If not, then I'll just trade discretionarily or discretionaries, which is what I've been trading recently. I'll just really use the 10 AM power of 3 as a little model to incorporate, but this even here could be a nice entry for us. So yeah, let's just keep playing this out, and price just sends immediately. That would have been a good entry, but we're going to have to now wait for a pullback. So we can tap into this 5. Should have had AS open now. So AS tapped into its 5 minute. I will probably just take a break at these highs if we hold this SMT. Yeah, perfect. Leave stops there. And then we can run up all the way to the new week opening gap. So let's just try 0.5 market order here. And yeah, this will deliver immediately. Just textbook continuation really. We're still respecting bullish PD raise, but this could give us some trouble. But this draw's so strong, so obviously we're gonna hit it. Like there's no new week opening gaps are extremely strong. I'm gonna speed this up by a lot. Probably should have trimmed there, but this is obviously gonna be hit. Like there's no doubt about that. Did AS tap into? Yeah, it did. I'm going to trim 50% there. Even though we're close to the new week opening gap, we have SMT inside of it, so white and massive to the downside. I'm going to trail stops to these relative equals now. And we hit TP. So yeah, as you can see, new week opening gaps, extremely strong draws on liquidity. Never skip out on them, and never sort of, what's it called? Never turn a blind eye on them. I really like new week opening gaps. Freest draw on liquidity possible. So we can just go next day now and reset. And as you can see, we completely filled the new week opening gap. So yeah, we have sort of SMT into this daily gap, but it coincides with the new week opening gap. So yeah, inverse is 4 hour. Still haven't tapped into this 4 hour gap, so that would be a draw for today. Looks like we have a high time frame power of 3. We might want to go down and dig deeper into this gap. Would not be surprised, just based off that power of 3 move. I'll mark this out so you guys can see it better. Yeah, we did just inverse this hourly gap, so that probably tells me this is gonna dig a lot deeper into this 4 hour before reversing. Oops, that's a bit fast. I'll just go skip like this now. And what did I say? Exactly. We come down, dig deeper into this 4 hour. Now we're probably going to reverse after this. An inversion of this 5 minute wouldn't be a bad idea, but I like to always take the first presented fair value, an inversion of the first presented fair value gap. And we also have a huge 15-minute gap up here. So it's probably going to be a bit tricky for us to find a trade today. You could take this little continuation, 1 minute continuation, but you are inside of this 15. But again, when you're delivering from a high time frame gap, the bias of the higher time frame gap will always trump the lower time frame gap, if that makes sense. So for example, we are in a 4 hour gap and we have 15-minute gaps to go through. The 4 hour gap, because we're delivering from it, will hold a lot more power than something like a 15-minute gap or a 5 minute gap. And as you can see, 5 minute gap did absolutely nothing, blew straight through it. And I think this is probably just going to run straight through it all day. But again, I'm not taking a trade until here. Yeah, this is just going to keep on running up. I would be surprised if it just drops now. And the high time frame power of 3 worked a treat, like I said. So it's pretty good once you can train your eye on this. Yeah, it's a bit late in the session to even look for a trade. So yeah, it's good when you can train your eye on that and just understand it. But we can see how we just immediately just reversed and went up to accumulation highs. So yeah, now we can just go to the next day. Oh, I did this wrong. Hold on, bear with me. I'll just update this quickly. We'll just do it very fast. Edit. We'll just go to maybe the Sunday. We'll just go to the I don't know why it, did we take a trade yesterday? I swear we didn't. Well, yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but let's see what happens. So we're in a 4 hour gap. We have a huge 4 hour gap down here. We are respecting this 1 hour gap though. All time highs are extremely close. So I wouldn't really want to be shorting today. But we can see what price gives us. And this is just on the wrong day, bro. Friday at 10 AM, go back down. Yeah, I want to see all this get rebalanced, to be honest. Sorry, I didn't realize. I'm not trying to like cheat on the backtesting or anything. Yeah, we are in this sort of, we're very close to all-time highs, but we do need to rebalance this leg probably before we go up to all-time highs. Let's see if AS is nowhere near all-time highs. So, yeah, very, I wouldn't say decoupled, but what? I did it on, what? Oh my gosh, this is just gone as shit, bro. Well, we didn't do Thursday, so we can just do Thursday. And that's a bit too early for me. This would be good. Very good position. Could have taken this inversion here. But again, we had stopped out. Didn't even get the daily bias. Yeah, I think we're going to go lower now. Maybe go here. I would only take a short if we inverse this gap. So yeah. Sorry if there's a bit of background noise. Got builders here, bro. We inverse is 15. Let's see if we can get a nice fill up here at the inversion. We'll leave stops there. Okay, so let's see if we can get a fill. We don't get a fill. I'm not gonna come back and just chase this inversion. And see, that's exactly why you don't chase inversions if they don't immediately rebalance. So let's just go to the Friday now. 4 hour. This whole thing was so bugged. It said, yeah, this. I don't know what TradeZell is doing, man. Looks like. So we respected this 4 hour. We could inverse this 4 hour, but at the moment we are respecting it. But I did say something just then prior, which tells me we're probably going to inverse it, as we are respecting the first presented, or the largest first presented 1 hour gap. So potentially another continuation model today, but we can just go ahead and play this out. Not really for me any 5 minutes. We did just tap into this 5 minutes. So, and the draw for today will probably just be that low and then this 4 hour, the wick of the 4 hour. Fairly simple draws. Maybe we're getting our manipulation for 10 a.m. This is a small inversion, but it would probably be safe as it is the first presented. This 2 minutes a bit high up. We don't have anything down there. We just tapped into this 5, so that's perfect. We have an inverse at 5 actually, so ooh. Respecting that 5. Yeah, this doesn't even have a 5, does it have a 15? No, nobody has a 15 right now. So I mean, as this gap is very small, I'm just gonna run stops above the. Sorry, I'm just gonna set the limit at the start of it. We could probably just market buy in, but I'm not going to. Okay, so we get tapped in there. Perfect rebalance into the gap. Now, this should just send down, but again, I don't know where my order is. It just spamming. Okay. Retested that inversion again. That's beautiful. Let's just go break even now. That's first TP. It should have. And then we can just run it down to this low. We'll keep trailing stops because we are obviously currently in a 4 hour gap. So surely it just goes and takes that low, right? Surely not, bro. You've tried 4 times to take that low. That's not a good sign. I'm going to trail stops very aggressively now. We should have just. Okay. Perfect. Nice 7R off that inversion. So, yeah. And that is the end of the backtesting session. Pretty good backtesting session, to be honest. almost double this account, very close to doubling this account. Good win rate, 90%. And yeah, hope you boys enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you next week. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll make a backtesting session tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and see ya.